celebrity privilege run wild. I mean, that really is the only way to describe these shocking reports that the Kardashian-Barker family allegedly shut down the classic Mad Tea Party ride at Disneyland.
Yeah, for their exclusive use.
Exactly. Forcing dozens of families, many with little kids, to just wait outside. It's really stark. Highlights that visible hierarchy that fame creates, even at the happiest place on earth.
That headline right there, it just perfectly captures the tension, doesn't it? The core of their whole brand, really. This desire to seem relatable while demanding this completely untouchable level of access.
Welcome to Starscope Report. We are your expert guides, here to break down all the Hollywood drama, music industry shakeups, and influencer scandals.
From red carpet surprises to those viral TikTok moments, we really dig into the stories behind the headlines. We pull back that velvet rope on how fame actually works.
And today, we are taking a deep dive, really dissecting the Kardashian-Barker dynasty's long-standing relationship with Disney. We're not just looking at family vacations here.
No, not at all. These are meticulously planned cultural events. Brand management masterclasses, essentially.
We're going to uncover the contradictory strategy they used to raise baby Rocky 13. We'll compare the story they put out on Instagram versus what the paparazzi cameras actually catch.
And we definitely need to get into the intense public safety concerns their VIP treatment seems to generate.
Okay, let's unpack this.
So the best way to understand their branding strategy, I think, is through one specific tactical execution. Let's drill down on their trip to Disneyland Park in Anaheim, September 29th, 2025. This wasn't just a fun day out.
No, it felt more like a photo shoot with major logistical support.
Exactly. And look who was there, highly strategic. Kourtney, 46, Travis, 49, their son, Rocky, 22 months old at the time, and of course, the matriarch, Kris Jenner, 69.
And you notice the styling immediately, right? All uniformly clad in black pants and sneakers. It's that celebrity uniform.
Understated. Minimalist.
It signals, hey, we're just regular parents trying to blend in. But does it really work?
Well, that uniform is key. It's the attempt at relatability. But then you look at what Kourtney actually posted on social media that day.
Right, her Instagram stories, they were noticeably atmospheric, almost impersonal.
Yeah, focused on aesthetics, like photos of the big Mickey Mouse pumpkin thing, a haunted house facade, some colorful balloons.
It's like content perfectly optimized for her specific brand aesthetic. She turns Disneyland from this noisy, sometimes messy place into just a backdrop, a curated, elevated lifestyle background. It perfectly matches her other brands like Poosh and Lemmy. She wasn't documenting a family day out. She was creating B-roll for her brand.
Precisely. And critically, even the moment she did share that felt more intimate, like walking hand in hand with Kris or Travis holding her hand while she held Rocky. They were so carefully framed.
No other people in sight.
Exactly. Other park-goers were just conspicuously absent. So that's the first layer of the strategy. Create this illusion, a private, calm, almost empty theme park experience.
But this is where it gets messy, because the paparazzi tell a completely different story. That counter-narrative just shatters the clean aesthetic.
And here's where it gets really interesting. While Kourtney's feed is all mood board, media outlets like TMZ and Backgrid, they're documenting everything she cut out. They caught the family cheesing hard, as they put it, taking little Rocky on the merry-go-round.
Which is just a completely normal, lovely, joyful moment for a toddler. A classic Disneyland thing to do.
Absolutely. But apparently it's too raw, too normal, maybe, for the high-end minimalist vibe Kourtney's cultivating. That pure joy caught by a long lens just doesn't fit her personal brand narrative. And this leads us to the crucial detail, the mechanism behind it all. TMZ explicitly noted the family was touring via a VIP tour.
There it is. So that's how they get the empty park illusion. They literally buy the access that keeps everyone else away. We should probably linger on that for a second.
This is the mechanism of celebrity privilege. It's absolutely critical to understanding their brand management. A VIP tour isn't just about skipping lines,
Right.
It buys them time, space, distance from the crowds. It lets Kourtney maintain that fiction that she's just having a quiet, exclusive day out.
While everyone else is reminded that their experience is fundamentally different.
Exactly. It's radical compartmentalization. Kourtney manages the brand's look and feel, the aesthetics.
And the VIP tour handles the awkward logistics of their extreme access.
Right.
And this September 2025 trip, obviously it wasn't a one-off. This family has a long, long history with the Disney brand. They treat it like like a foundational part of their family image.
Totally. These trips function as public check-ins. Look how well our blended family is doing. Whether it was that August 2025 trip to Disney World, dining at Pinocchio Village House, riding Peter Pan's flight.
I remember seeing photos from that.
Or the earlier California visits. They consistently reinforce this image of a harmonious, modern family unit. The media always dutifully lists all the kids, Kourtney's 3, Travis's 3, and now Rocky. It proves the successful merger, all under Disney's sort of wholesome, validating glow.
They're not just visiting the parks, though. They're practically Disneyfying their biggest life moments. The most striking example has to be Rocky's baby shower. Remember that?
Yeah.
Back in September 2023.
Oh, absolutely unforgettable, extravagant, vintage Disneyland theme. And it wasn't just a thing, it was total immersion. They had that Baby Barker sign designed like the old Disneyland entrance.
Retro, yeah.
A Steamboat Willie cake, custom Mickey hats for all the guests. They even had the Dapper Dans perform.
The barbershop quartet.
Mm-hmm.
And Kourtney apparently specifically requested authentic park food.
Yeah.
Mickey pretzels, churros.
It's fascinating. By turning a deeply personal event like a baby shower into this massive Disney-branded spectacle, they leverage all that Disney nostalgia, that generational goodwill, to instantly soften their public image, which can sometimes be, controversial. You see the Dapper Dans, you think wholesome Americana, not necessarily reality TV drama.
That strategic use of nostalgia, it leads us straight into their really interesting, almost contradictory strategy for raising Rocky 13, what you called Rocky's Kingdom.
Yes, it's this fascinating dual approach they're taking. On one hand, ever since he was born in November 2023, they've been incredibly protective of his visual identity.
Yeah, you never really see his face clearly, do you? It's always blurry effects, careful angles, big hats.
Exactly. And they even stated a rationale for it. They said they want their children to crave normalcy as much as we can have it.
Okay, but how does that square with everything else?
Well, that's the paradox, isn't it? How do you aim for normalcy while simultaneously broadcasting his destiny as essentially a cultural icon in the making? While they hide his face, they actively broadcast his identity. They're creating this controlled public character for him.
I was pretty stunned when I saw the details Travis Barker is putting out there. He's actively pushing this image of Rocky as some kind of musical prodigy, saying the toddler plays drums constantly 24/7 and is already playing drums and guitar and everything. He's not even 2.
It feels like preemptive fame scripting. You see the photos they share Rocky with little mini headphones sitting at a drum set, that custom Travis Barker drum pad.
Yeah.
They're literally writing the script, the heir to the Barker musical throne. They're telling the world who he is before he can even choose, what he wants to look like in public. It creates maximum interest while they maintain that visual control.
But the downside of being under that kind of microscope is that every single parenting choice gets scrutinized.
Yeah.
And sometimes, they slip up. Which brings us to that life jacket incident in summer 2025.
Oh, that was a textbook example of real-time celebrity damage control. Kourtney posts a photo, Rocky on a boat, no life jacket.
And the internet just exploded.
Immediately, a firestorm of online safety criticism. Very valid criticism, too.
So what did she do? She didn't ignore it, didn't delete it. She addressed it head on. Instagram stories.
Yep. Confirmed she bought a life vest that fits, thanked her followers for pointing it out, and even used it as a chance to advise other moms. She flipped a parenting critique into a moment of, relatability and responsibility. It was actually masterful damage control.
Definitely. She validated the concern while reinforcing her image as a responsive, caring parent. But all that careful image management can be instantly wiped out by the one thing they can't really hide, the raw evidence of their privilege, what we're calling the velvet rope effect.
And that brings us right back to the Mad Tea Party incident. Their visits consistently spark this polarization, don't they? For some park guests, maybe seeing a celebrity is a thrill.
An added bonus to their day, yeah.
But for a very vocal contingent, probably the majority, these visible displays of entitlement are just infuriating.
And the entitlement really centers on using those VIP tours, right? Which physically separates them from everyone else, people who spent thousands of dollars, waited hours in line.
Exactly. It completely shatters that whole illusion of Disneyland as some kind of democratic shared space for everyone.
And the Mad Tea Party shutdown is just the most blatant example. The physical manifestation of that entitlement. They didn't just skip the line. They reportedly had a whole functioning ride taken out of service just for them.
Can you imagine being a parent? You've promised your kid the teacups, you're waiting patiently.
Yeah.
Only to be told, sorry, it's closed. Not because it's broken, but because a famous family needs it all to themselves for 10 minutes. The social media reaction was brutal, people calling it tone deaf, a very dated display of wealth and power.
It really does fundamentally change the experience for potentially thousands of other people in the park that day.
And this privilege, it goes beyond just inconvenience. It actually seems to create tangible danger sometimes. We keep hearing eyewitness accounts from their visits describing dangerous stampedes, just chaos.
Yeah, I read one really harrowing account. A guest said people were pushing against her stroller, almost hurting her kids, just trying to get a glimpse of Kris and Kourtney.
When they move through the park, they don't just take up space. Their presence seems to actively degrade the public safety for people around them. They create this kind of like black hole of celebrity gravity.
And this behavior, this visible privilege, it ties directly into that Bradder read the room critique the family often faces, especially when many people are struggling economically.
Yes, absolutely. Whether it's shutting down a major attraction or like what happened with Rocky's incredibly lavish first birthday.
With the private carousel and custom food carts.
Right. The public reaction is pretty consistent. They're flaunting a level of wealth and access that feels untouchable and, frankly, kind of inappropriate given the wider social context.
So yeah, we've kind of come full circle here. These Disney trips are definitely not just casual family days out. They are sophisticated strategic operations.
Yeah.
All about maintaining and polishing the brand.
The relationship between the Kardashian Barkers and Disney is deeply symbiotic, isn't it? For the family, Disney provides this wholesome, all-American backdrop. It's essential for softening that sometimes edgy reality TV image and projecting, relatable family life.
And for Disney, the family brings massive organic publicity. Every single photo, whether it's carefully curated by Kourtney or snapped by the paparazzi, reinforces Disney's status as this premier aspirational place for the global elite. Its celebrity endorsement money just can't buy.
The real genius, maybe, of their strategy lies in this performance. Performing a life grounded in things we all recognize, like a day at a theme park, while simultaneously showcasing a level of access and privilege that's completely unattainable for almost everyone else. Every image Kourtney shares is so meticulously edited, it removes all the complexity. The security detail, the cost of the VIP tour, the actual mechanics of fame are invisible.
Which leaves the question for you, our listener. When a family's life is this tightly produced, when every moment is potential content, and the actual machinery of their privilege is deliberately hidden, what does relatable even mean anymore?
And maybe what's the long-term cost of seeing that kind of hierarchy play out so visibly, right there in the middle of the Magic Kingdom?
A powerful thought to leave you with. You've been listening to Starscope Report, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next time.